Well, it's time to get rid of another vehicle today, this time the Tacoma. But first, one last cold start. To be honest, for a little 4-cylinder, it don't sound that bad, man. The TRD exhaust, actually pretty good. So I definitely have some explaining to do because we're turning this vehicle in 2.5 years early on its lease. But this is not the only vehicle that is leaving this week. We also have another one. I'll give you guys a hint, it's blue. So which one do you guys think in the comments? But let's go ahead and show you guys the vehicle one last time, hop in it, and then I'm gonna explain a lot. So as you can see, the truck is pretty much back to stock. We got the stock wheels and tires back on. I took off the 6-element recovery hooks up front. We took off the Wild Top soft truck topper in the back. We also swapped back in the OEM taillight. So like if you guys are thinking about, leasing a truck and you wanna do some modifications, that's why I pretty much did bolt-on mods with this truck. The bed, pretty much nice and brand new thanks to the last fit liners that I had back there, and the interior as well. I mean, with only 2,300 miles on this truck, it's going to be brand new to someone and hopefully they get a good deal. I put the TRD Pro floor mats back in, which have way less coverage than the last fit ones. I have a link and a discount code to last fit liners, guys, in my description for you all. And even the back seat, I think 2 friends sat back here in the 6 months that I had the truck, but it's pretty much brand new. Again, these rear floor liners definitely don't have the most coverage when compared to the last fit ones. They're a huge supporter of the channel and I just always love shouting them out. So yeah, link and discount code in the description. But let's go ahead and explain why I'm turning in this TRD Pro 2.5 years early. So I'll admit, I messed up. So I bought this Tacoma with full intentions of doing Tacoma TRD Pro things, but I leased it because I told you guys that I have no idea when I'll turn this thing in. Now, I'm gonna get into the finances later after I finish up all the stuff at the dealership, but as of right now, it seems like leasing this truck was a very good idea. So we got the Tacoma. I told you guys I want to drive this truck fast. I want to take it out to the West Coast. I want to, build this truck up and just do fun stuff with it, right? To the extent of what a lease allows. Then we got the Tacoma. Parts were a little slow to get in for the particular parts that I wanted for this truck. And then we got the 4Runner. And then it was all 6th gen 4Runner content from there. And then I wanted a full-size truck again. You could see where this is going. The Tacoma fell off the channel, and I do this so much and I hate myself for it, but like I could see anytime like I would post the Tacoma on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, it didn't get the most like engagement that it should because the Tacoma now has been out for 2 years. So the hype is pretty much gone with it. So I decided, you know what, I'm kind of tired of having all these car payments. So getting rid of the Tacoma and getting rid of the other vehicle that we're gonna get rid of next week saves me $2,000 a month, maybe even more when you include the insurance, but about $2,000 a month in overall vehicle payments. And to be honest with you guys, I'm kind of done owning all of these different Toyotas just to make some content here and there for you guys. I've started to diversify my money a little bit more. My wife and I were looking to get more rental properties, and cutting our debt to income by another $2,000 a month is absolutely awesome. So that kind of plays into the future of the channel as well. The future of the channel, we may have less vehicles on the channel, but I'm still gonna do a lot of Toyota news and stuff when those vehicles come out. And I'm also gonna try to go to dealerships a little bit more to review vehicles for you guys, and also get my hands on more Toyota products for 1 to 2 week review. It just doesn't make sense for me anymore to have like all these cool cars, work with companies, which I love doing. I love helping companies grow, like Last Fit, Cali Rays, Westcott Designs, Alpharex, like all these companies, 6-Element, all these companies that I have partnerships with. I love showcasing their products and allowing them to grow. But on the flip end of that, having all these car payments just really doesn't make sense anymore. Now, YouTube to me is fun. It's fun for me to make these videos, hang out with you guys, chat in the comment section, but it's my full-time job, but I don't need to do it. Basically what YouTube is doing for my wife and I is all the money that I'm making on it, we're trying to buy physical assets like real estate. So that is why, again, I want to get rid of some monthly car payments and then just help build our portfolio even more. I'm not gonna say the exact price that Toyota Fort Walton Beach is paying me for this vehicle out of respect for them, because they are gonna try to resell it. However, on paper, since I'm turning this lease in early, I'm losing about $4,000 for what they are paying me for this vehicle and what I still technically owe on the lease. Now, fast forward about 3 years, if I kept this truck relatively low on mileage, I kept it as clean as this truck is, I guarantee I probably would have made some money on the back end of the lease with what Toyota deemed the value of this truck being at versus what it was actually worth. But since I'm turning this lease in early, which is a horrible thing to do, on paper, I'm losing about $3,500 to $4,000. Now you guys may be thinking, John, that is a horrible investment. Why did you get this Tacoma super early? Why'd you lease it if you were just gonna turn it in? Well, a couple things. The first reason is you're saving on sales tax. So in Florida where I live, it's about 8% sales tax. So if I got this vehicle, I think the MSRP that I got it for was 62 to 63. If I paid the sales tax on this and bought this vehicle and turned it in at this end of these 6 months, I would be another $4,000 in debt because of the sales tax that gets added on top of it. Another reason too why, for me, doing this YouTube, making a business thing out of it, is this truck made me money. So even though on paper, from what I owe on this vehicle and then what the dealership is paying me for this vehicle, yes, I lost money. But when you factor in tax write-offs, when you factor in the videos that I made of this vehicle, like the first video that I made of this buying it paid for one of the monthly payments. The sponsorship deals that I did with this truck actually made me money. So on that regard, it was still a good investment for me. I got to see how the TRD Pro was. I got to talk to you guys about the TRD Pro, the pros and cons about it. We added some modifications to it. But this is honestly probably a truck that I don't think I would ever really buy again. If I got into a Tacoma again, it would most likely be a TRD pre-runner, something a little bit cheaper. But this truck was very good to own and drive. I loved the powertrain with it. It's very quiet on the inside. It has plenty of power. The look of the TRD Pro is just so sick and sinister with this all black out look with the truck. I really did enjoy having this truck, even though I only put like 2,400 miles on it. The content was great for when it worked. The power of it, once it, gets down in that 465 foot-pounds of torque, the exhaust, like I showed you guys with the cold start of it, sounds really good. The fed-in noise of this truck, I wish Toyota would be able to maybe tame it down a little bit, or in the screen itself, I could just turn off that artificial noise, but it doesn't sound like a fake V8 or a fake 6-cylinder. So it actually sounds pretty good. The ISO seats, I already mentioned that stuff. I don't really care for these ISO dynamic seats that much. They do great off-road, but as a daily driver truck or trying to put things in the back, these seats don't make the most sense. So overall, the ownership experience of this truck was good, but just after the 6 months of having it, I was just kind of over it. So now I get 21 miles per gallon. The truck's like, don't trade me in, John, what the heck? But we're here at Toyota Fort Walton Beach. Oh, look at that flag flying, baby. I did all the paperwork and got my plate off of it so we can finally register the Ram. Paid the difference, but check out this thing right here. So this is a SR5 in Heritage Blue that the dealership did up with some 35-inch tires, baby, these Nittos. And then this is my first time seeing Heritage Blue on an SR5 with a white interior, though. What do you guys think about that? Nice 8-inch screen. It is at least 4-wheel drive to match the appearance of it. Got kind of like that tweed fabric and stuff. It's very unique with the blue, with the white interior. That is for sure. These tires are meaty. 18-inch wheels still. It's got a big old lift on it, but they got quite a bit of cars here. They got a Trail Hunter Tacoma out there, a Supra, one of the last of the Mark Vs. Everest 4Runner right there too. Tons of 4Runners down there on the side. All right, and all the paperwork is officially done. So we are saying goodbye to the Taco. They told me, hey, grab all your crap out of it. We gotta try to sell this thing. So gotta take the fast charging USB-C out. I love that part about the Tacoma, the fast charging USB-C, and then just grab everything else out of it and just wait for my wife to come and pick me up. But yeah, guys, Toyota Fort Walton Beach, you can ask for Adam, or you could ask for James Francis as well. they got some deals to be had on some vehicles, guys. So they gave me a super fair price for the Tacoma. I did, you know, cross-check it with other dealerships in the area, and they were the most for the Tacoma. So, you know, make deals. There's tons of trucks out here right now with, you know, some added accessories on them and stuff, but they have a lot in the inventory, so you could definitely make a deal. Say bye, Tacoma.
Bye.
You love driving that thing so much? No?
Absolutely not. I'd rather drive this.
Dang, Bree would rather drive a Ram.
My mom's 9-year-old Ram.
Dang. Why? Because of the seats?
That seat is terrible.
All right. Good truck,
Awful.
but no seats.
Awful seat.
They should make them an option.
Yes.
Okay.